Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dutchess. This is my channel, Dutchess Divinity, and we do lots of stuff here, but today we're going to do a pick a card, and this is going to be like what's next in love, new love, who's coming, what you can expect, what it looks like, I don't know. Like I said, dates, the people, the places, I don't know, I guess we'll see. We'll just see what the heck is next. So yeah, we're gonna have three groups to try. We're gonna have three groups to choose from today. Also look at my nails, they're press-ons. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have three groups to choose from today. So all of them are cakes. So one of them I made, another I bought, and then another I bought and then I changed. So, okay, so group one. There are beads in here. I made this. It's a very cute little cake box. Very 90s Y2K on the top. And there's actually Orgonite up in the top here. There's crystals, there's amethysts. And then in this box, we have some more crystals that I've just been keeping in here until I can make a necklace out of them. And then I also have beads from a bracelet that I charged up with one of the love spells that we did in the past. So yeah, that is group one. You're the cutie little box, like a cutie little cake box. I love when you guys comment, you're like, what the heck? Like, Dutchess always has the funniest stuff for us to pick from. And I like to keep it interesting. Okay, so group two, this one I did not make. I'll link the Etsy shop in the description. This is a phone case. She gave me this as a gift, like came with a free little wrist thing, which I thought was really nice. And it's just super cute. There's all sorts of like treats on it and a sleepy bunny. So yeah, that's for group two. Ding ding. Okay, and then for group three, this one I did not make, but I did fix. So this is a big old cake purse. It came, and honestly, the craftsmanship was pretty low quality. I'm not gonna like talk crap, but I'm also definitely not gonna recommend it, no offense. But like a lot of these pieces have fallen off and I had to fix it, and also these were kind of coming off and it was like poorly painted, so I added all this resin to the center. It was not easy, as you can see, a lot of it dripped and stuff, so I don't recommend it unless you're good at pouring resin, because even though I am good at pouring resin, it still was like a difficult task to take on. But yeah, so it's a cherry cake purse for group number three. So let me hold all of these up together. It might be a little bit challenging. All right, so we have group one, group two, and group three. So go ahead, pause the video if you need to, and follow your intuition. All right, I'll see you in your groups. Hi group one, this is for those of you who chose the cake box, the purple cake box. All right, let's get right into your reading. I have already said a prayer, I have already set my intentions, so we will get right into it. Oh, the cards are already out, they're not in the box. So maybe you've been waiting for something to happen in love, and Spirit's like, dude, it's already happening. It might not seem like it's really fully manifested yet, but it's already there. So let's go ahead and see what they want you to know, group one. Spirit, what's next in love for group one? What's next in love for group one? What is that? What is that, though? That last little card there, Spirit. What is that? Huh. Okay, so All right, so I feel group one that in the past you were with somebody who definitely wasn't in their integrity here with the Five of Swords. This could have just happened and you're kind of like finally moving out of that energy and that connection with this person, but somebody definitely wasn't being completely honest with you. I don't think they meant to hurt you, but they definitely weren't giving as much as you were giving. And it did hurt you, and they also were not as committed as you thought they were. This person also could have conceived with someone else, because when I picked up the Five of Swords, we got the Three of Cups and the Ace of Cups. And honestly, I feel like this person stepped out on your relationship and they thought that you were gonna like cry. I just heard that song by Miley Cyrus, I Can Buy Myself Flowers, and it's like started to cry, but then I remembered I can buy myself flowers. I can write my name in the sand. I honestly don't really know that song that well, but that is just what I heard in my head, that like started to cry, but then remembered I. Like, it's like you were sad and you were hurt and they just made a huge mess. Whoever this person was, they made a huge mess and they didn't mean to, but they did. And they were not thinking straight. They were just thinking with their dick, right? So it's like they were just kind of not really caring about anybody but themselves. And they were also telling themselves a lie. Like, they were telling themselves a fantasy. Like, they weren't telling the whole truth, not only to you, but they were also lying to themselves. So honestly, I advise staying away from this person. They're definitely regretful about what happened. Like, that crow represents their almost like disgust. Like, doesn't he look disgusted with himself? They're definitely disgusted with themselves. You guys could have broken up. You could have been like on a break and they went out and slept with someone and like got them pregnant or something dumb like that. Some dumb behavior. Like, they okay, I don't want to sound like rude, but they did some, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, and they genuinely played a really dumb game and they won a stupid prize. And I just think that it's not that this person didn't love you, but this person doesn't love themselves. So they went out and they made dumb decisions and then they got like dumb repercussions because of that. And I just feel like Spirit is saying that it's like you thought you were going to build something really beautiful with this person, but the best is yet to come. So it's like we have the Ten of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles. I'm getting super hot when I'm saying this too, like I am channeling. So, Ten of Pentacles, King of Cups, Ace of Cups, and Three of Cups. And I feel like now is your time to shine. Now is the time when you go out on dates. Now is the time when you get to go out and you get to have fun and you get to be the center of attention. And it's your time to shine and you can really do whatever you want. And I feel like you thought you were going to build something really beautiful with this person, when in reality the energy that you were feeling is the future energy. So maybe you were like thinking that this was the one and like the person that you were going to be with, when in reality, and I'm sorry if this is heavy, so I'm sorry that this happened, but just know that the feelings that you had of like a successful whatever, so whether you want a successful partnership or you want a family or you want like the picket fence or you want to be like business partners and lovers, or like whatever it was that you were feeling you were going to achieve and build with this other person, it actually hasn't even like fully manifested yet. So I'm not here to tell you who's the one and who's not the one, but their behavior isn't it. So, like, this behavior, the way they treated you, the way they acted, the mistakes they made, is not your problem. It's not your issue. And all that beautiful stuff that you wanted to build with them, I mean, you very well could build it with them in the future once they get over this Five of Swords energy. And if you're able to move forward even after that Five of Swords energy with them. But either way, you're getting what you dreamed of. Either way, that love, children, if you want children, so we have the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Cups here. The man that actually understands your feelings, or it doesn't have to be a man, the person that actually understands your feelings. But if you do like men, perhaps this person or other men that you've dated were not in touch with their feminine side or not in touch with their feelings. It could even go back to you having a dad who was not emotionally available. So it's like you've never fully experienced that softness of a masculine, whether it's a man or a woman. You've never fully experienced that softness and truly being able to trust and rely on your partner. They're also telling me too, like, you were literally like the mom, like you were holding their hand through all this stuff, or like trying to help them, but I just heard, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Like, you cannot save people. You can bring a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And it's like you were giving all these options to this person and they were not taking it. So it's like everything you thought you were going to build with them, that's your energy. It has nothing to do with them. Like, no matter what, you're going to be successful and happy in your family, whether you have a family and you want children, or you have you're going to have a blended family, or you just want your family to be you and your partner. Like, either way, you're going to have a successful family with the 10 of Cups. Either way, you're going to have a successful, like, back and forth with this person. Like, it's going to be more than a lover. It's going to be a friend. It's going to be someone you can lean on, right? Like I was saying here with the 10 of Cups. It's going to, the King of Cups. It's like somebody that actually, that doesn't treat your emotions like a burden, or doesn't act like the way you feel is a problem. Those people are like the worst kind of people, that it's like, you're like, hey, just so you know, like, when you called me that name, it really hurt my feelings. And they're like, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. And it's like, no, you need to be sorry that you hurt me. You need to be sorry for your behavior. You don't need to be sorry that I have a feeling and that my feeling is inconvenient for you. I feel like you're really mad. I feel like that's why I'm getting hot. So, like, just know that, like, this isn't the end all be all. You don't have to build with this person. The energy of building is within you. It's not within the two of you. It's within you. And you're going to find the perfect partner to do that, whether they like it or not, while they're playing stupid games, winning stupid prizes, right? So you're going to have somebody who supports you and it treats you more like a friend, is more kind to you, and honors your emotions and honors the way they make you feel, and is actually able to apologize and acknowledge you if something kind of goes awry. It's not going to feel so like walking on eggshells. I also see too that there's abundance coming in. So it's like, it's almost like you're recognizing your worth, and there's like abundance coming in because, ooh, this hair looks a little crazy and this is tickling my nose and I'm uncomfortable. It might feel uncomfortable. It might feel uncomfortable. It might feel a little disheveled at first as you're moving through this energy and trying to find your bearings, because like I said, you could have thought you were going to build a life with this person. You could have thought this was the one, the end all be all, the one that you were going to like have babies with and like live the rest of your life with, your life partner. And now you're having to like reconfigure that. So Spirit's saying, like, you're going to be very abundant, but the abundance, and also, like, I feel like more people are going to be looking at you. So you might be getting more clients if you have your own business, or you might be thinking about, you know, getting out online to, like, promote yourself more. There's going to be more eyes on you, and it's just going to maybe feel a little uncomfortable. Or if you're so used to the bare minimum or less than the bare minimum, accepting a sudden uptick in abundance and spoiling can feel a little bit like foreign, right? A little foreign. So yeah, just know that it might feel a little uncomfortable at times. You might not know exactly how to receive it, but abundance is coming. Abundance is here. It's already here, like I said, even if it doesn't feel like it. And it's like the love is in your hands. I just heard that song, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Love is where they are. So it's like, you have everything you need in your hands, baby. You're the magic, not you and this person together. Yeah, that might have been magic at one point, but they done fucked up. They done fucked up. And that's their own damn fault, right? So it's like, yeah, the magic is in you. I just heard that song, Do You Believe in Magic? Like, the magic is in you. The love is in you. The love is in your hands. And like I was saying, I'm getting hot and kind of angry. And so it's like, you have to remember that, like, you're the love, and honor those angry emotions. I actually just did Reiki to help heal rage. So you can go find that if you're interested in listening to that. But like, it's not worth it. Like, brewing up, heating up, getting so angry, staying angry. Of course, feel those emotions, acknowledge them and validate them, but don't harp on them because it's not good for anyone, right? And then here with the Three of Cups, I feel like you're gonna have a lot of options. So maybe it felt like this person was like the only person for you and you never met anybody who made you feel this way and all this stuff. And now it's like you're gonna have multiple options that make you feel just as, if not more, lit up, if not more passionate, if not more sexual chemistry, right? Like, the chemistry between you and these people are going to be even stronger because they respect your emotions and they respect your feelings, and they respect themselves. Ultimately, I think this person got themselves in a shitty situation because they don't respect themselves. And I just saw 1111 when I said that. And if somebody can't even respect themselves, how the hell can they respect you? If they can't even be honest with themselves, how can they be honest with you? If they can't be loyal to themselves, how can they be loyal to you? So really amazing things are coming. Everything that you've seen for yourself, all the beauty that you've seen for yourself and that you've wanted for yourself is on the way. And whether it's with this person or not, you're going to have it. So just know that it's, I just heard March. Things are really going to kick up in March. Okay. Yeah, beautiful. We've got charge it and we've got the yes cake. So this is like spirit saying, listen, it's like a charge card. You got to believe that the good is coming. You got to believe that there are others outside of this relationship you just removed yourself from. You have to believe that you're doing the best thing for yourself and that spirit's going to reward you for doing the best thing for yourself, for honoring yourself and your emotions and your needs. And then also with the yes cake, this is about being open to receive. This is about like really amazing things happening and so much fun happening. So if your heart is open, if you're open to receive and you're ready like for, well, all the good stuff that you've already felt, but you haven't fully manifested down in the physical because you were trying to manifest it with someone who wasn't on the same page as you because they were not being completely honest or transparent, then just know that it's coming. Like, just trust that it's coming with the charge it, but also comment yes if you, for the yes cake. Oh, and also I just realized this is the cake reading and you got the yes cake. So comment yes cake if you're ready to receive all that good shit and you're ready to leave the other shit in the past. Because baby, you deserve way more than that. That's my new hit single. Just kidding. I'm just making stuff up. All right, advice, please. Oh, beautiful. The ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. That is perfectly on point. It's happening for you. This happened for your growth. This happened so that you could see the truth. This happened. My nose is itching though, so they might come back. They might try to call you. They might give you some sob story. They might try to come back. That's up to you what you do, but no matter what you do, make sure that you're honoring yourself and you're respecting yourself and you're choosing you. You're not putting this other person and their feelings and their emotions ahead of you. You're putting yourself first. So here with the it's happening for you, not to you, the ever unfolding rose cracked open. This was meant to crack you open. This was meant to open you up to more because you have these big plans for the future. You have this huge heart. There's so much you want to do. There's so much potential you have. There's so much beautiful things you could do for the world, but this person was honestly holding you back. And unless they can kind of like get themselves together, then they're not for you, right? Let's get some sexual fantasies of whoever it is that comes in, or you might have somebody in mind while you're listening to this reading outside of the person that, you know, did you kind of dirty. I am a slave to your tits. Let me bite your nipples so they really like your boobies. I just heard I was hypnotized. So if you just met someone or there's like somebody who you have in mind, they're hypnotized. I just saw the swirly eyes. You know that emoji that's like, ooh. I can't get enough of you. So if you felt like this person was like avoiding you or not giving you what you need or making it like a burden to like take you out or do nice things for you, the person you attract is not going to be able to get enough of you. They're going to love to spend time with you. They're going to want to take you out. It's not going to be, I can't stand that when I see like, first of all, a mediocre looking man. That's always who it is. It's always a mediocre looking man with a hot girl. And somebody made the point. They were like, you literally never see like men with a lower attractiveness of woman. You always see, and I know attractiveness is subjective, but just rock with me for a second on this thought. You always see women with a lower attractiveness of men. And for one, I think it's because men, especially nowadays, can be incredibly superficial. No offense to men who are not, but a lot of them are. And two, I think men watch too much porn, which then literally destroys their brain because porn isn't real. And three, I think it's because men tend to be more cocky, right? And women's self-esteem tends to be lower because, let's be real, society beats down women constantly in every way, on every avenue. Women get beat down, not in the same ways that men do. So, where was I going with this? Oh, I can't stand when I see like a video of like a super hot girl or attractive girl and their boyfriend's acting like it's a chore to like take them on a date or like do a little dance with them or like pose for a picture with them. Like, fuck you. She shouldn't even be giving you the time of day. Don't act like you should be kissing her feet, thanking her for the opportunity to spend time with her. But those are the kind of men that know that they're not good for you and they're leeches, so then they do everything they can to try and bring you down to their level and destroy your self-esteem. So if that's what you were dealing with, just know that it's about to get a lot better than that, and somebody's going to really enjoy spending time with you. We have you up, so it's like this person is going to be available. They're going to be available to you, like I was saying. And I feel like you might hang out into the late hours of the night. Give me those titties. They really like your boobs, like I was saying. Give me those titties. I also just feel like this person's going to be a good friend to you. Like I was saying from the Two of Cups, like it feels like they're just going to be nice, like a nice friend and person, and it's going to be different from what you're used to. I want to taste you. I feel like there could be some specific taste that they have. So maybe they like smoke cigarettes or something, and it's like, you're like, oh, this brings me back to being 16 because my boyfriend at 16 smoked cigarettes. Or like maybe it tastes like alcohol because you're like out at the bars or something, and you're like, oh, this reminds me of my college days. Like there's gonna be some sort of nostalgic taste. And then we have can't stop thinking about those boobies. So this person really likes you boobs. All right, we have I want to make you squirt. So they're caring about your pleasure and what you want. I want to lay you down and fuck you right with love. You mean the world to me. Let me show you with my dick. Or something else. Doesn't have to be a dick. But they want to actually show you they care, and they care about how you feel in the bedroom. Then we have moan in my mouth. So it's going to be pretty sensual and intimate as well. Yeah, so let's get one of these cards from this deck. This is this deck, the Erotic Oracle. And we got, let's see. Oh, that looks creepy. Ah! There's too many falling. Okay. So the ones that fell, I'm not going to read them, but it says that secret naughty feeling, and it's number 29, and then number 33, the pain hidden by luxury. So that is the other one, and then this is the one I'm gonna read. Indulging in impossible pleasure. Ooh, creepy. All right, let's see. Number 28. My back hurts. I feel like you've been carrying this relationship, and it's like Spirit's like, honey, put it down. Put it down. Put it down. It's not your job to be the sole invested person in a two-player game. Right? Takes two to tango. Okay. The second chakra, Lilith and Sagittarius. Wandering through life, I was easily led astray. Falling into ideological and erotic seduction, my desires had to be immediately satisfied, and the truth of my conclusions were never in my doubts. We are attached to the cold stone, to the barren land, the dark sky, to the murky water. We are attracted because they fill the emptiness of our mind. Sometimes we feel our soul as if we were made of such darkness. We pursue love that can't love back. Wow. We pursue pleasure like a drug. We kneel and crawl while thinking we are masters of this world. We transgress moral boundaries not because we want to find a burning passion, but because we want to escape from it. We state the raging anger of our flesh with poison and food, and we become our own victims and executioners. In short, we may become our own demons when we forget the connection with our deeper and simpler feelings. Wow. All right, group one, that's all I have for you. Please like if you liked it, comment if you have something to say, subscribe if you feel like it, and I will see you again sometime. All right, bye-bye. Hi, group two. This is for those of you who chose this little pink cake phone case with the glittery thing. I'm gonna do a whole ASMR on this baby, so if you like that, check out my ASMR channel. All right, I have already said a prayer. I've already set my intention, so let's get into it. So the first thing I want to say, group two, is I feel like this energy is like exciting and new. I feel like you're going to meet someone new, someone super special. I just heard, yes, daddy, in my head. So I feel like you're going to meet someone nice and supportive and super giving, like really generous. They could even have like good money. You might not know it at first, but they could be making like really good money, so they start to spoil you. Okay, so I already said a prayer, I already set my intentions. Let's check it out. Spirit, what message do you have for group 2? I just heard get excited and get dressed up. Yeah, this is the kind of person that calls you at like 3 p.m. and they're like, put on your cutest outfit, put on some cute makeup, I'm taking you out to that nice restaurant you've been wanting to go to, or I'm taking you out like to that concert that you were dying to get tickets for and you couldn't get. Like, this is someone so selfless, so giving, so kind. They might come off like quiet or fuckboy or like mysterious, but they're really generous, really giving, and once you crack their exterior, it's like they're so sweet. I just heard they're gonna be putty in your hands, and then I literally saw it like dripping through your fingers. So let's see. What can you tell us about Daddy? What can you tell us about Daddy, Spirit? Oh, girl, you gonna be having fun. You're gonna be having so much fun. All right, let's see. So we got the Chariot, the King of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. So I feel like this is you. You're kind of like footloose and fancy free right now. You might even meet out dancing. Like you might be at, I just had a twitch. Sorry about that. You might meet out at like a club or like a place where you like to go dancing, or a place where you can like have fun, spread out, be yourself. I just see you're going to be really happy when you guys meet. You're going to be really just like in this fun, free energy. This genuinely feels like new love. This feels like discovering each other. This feels like something new. So if you've been wanting something new, you chose the right group, guys. Or perhaps you just started something with someone. Like, this is not a makeup breakup situation. This is like this is our first try kind of energy. So perhaps if you chose this group, you just started dating someone new, or you're about to find someone new, and it's because you're in like a really high vibration. So like that excited feeling that I'm feeling, that happiness, it's like, it almost feels like, so they're showing me you, and there was like a tornado all around you, and then you went like this, and you went, and you closed it in your hands, and now you're holding it in your hands. So to me, this is showing me that it's like you're transmuting chaos. So maybe there was chaos all around you, maybe there was stress happening all around you, and maybe not necessarily in your own life, but the collective chaos of society, or like collective chaos from work or your family unit. But either way, they were saying your emotions were running pretty haywire as well. So it's like all of this chaos was going on around you, and you took your energy and you pulled it in, and now you have it in your hands, and you're transmuting it for something. Someone could be coming back with Mercury retrograde, because my nose just itched. I just heard like 3 or 4 people might come to try and come back in your life, and they might be people that are like very insignificant to you. Like, you might not even like, oh, I kind of forgot you existed. Not to sound rude, but that happens sometimes, or it's like you just kind of forget someone exists because they're not in your proximity or like your thought process, and then they're like, I've been thinking about you for 4 years. Just kidding, I'm making that up, but it happens, man. That shit happens. So someone could be trying to come back. There could be like one last, I just heard that song by the Backstreet Boys. It's like, listen baby, I'm sorry, just want to tell you don't worry. The Call. Hello, 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 hello. That song is all about how the Backstreet Boys are going to cheat on their girl, and they're lying about it the whole time. So perhaps someone who was a cheater, or someone who lied to you, or someone who didn't tell you the full truth might try to come back with Mercury retrograde. Use your discernment, right? Once a cheater, kind of always a cheater, as I understand it. So just use your discernment. And I already see you. You're like, no, not today, Satan. I almost see you kind of messing with them. So they're showing me when I used to have this, like, back when I was like 21, I was dating a guy who was like 26 with like a kid, and like just on a different stage of life that was taking advantage of me because I was so young. Like, I was so like fresh to being an adult, and he was 100% taking advantage of that. And it took me growing up a little bit to recognize that. And I just remember, like, he tried to come back into my life at one point, and I just, like, I said a bunch, I was funny about it, like I was kind of funny and flirty about it, but I said a bunch of stuff that was like insulting. And in the past, I'd always like fall and kiss his feet. Basically, I never did that, but like, you know what I mean. I would always like find a way to make it my fault or apologize or whatever. And this time I was like, no, I was like saying all the stuff I wanted to say, but in like a fun, flirty way, not in like a I hate you, like maybe how I wanted to say it, but I didn't. And he was like, well, you don't have to be mean. And it's like, yes, I do. Just kidding. But it almost feels like you're going to be like, no, but you're going to find like a fun, flirty way to be like, no thanks, like I'm not interested. It didn't work then, it's not gonna work now. And it feels like you're way more detached than you have been in the past, but I think that's because actually letting go of so much, right? So it's like you might have let go of that relationship, or you're letting go of those chaos feelings, or like, let's say the chaos that was happening around you was directly related to your family, and you were able to detach and individuate and like love from afar instead of being in the middle of the chaos, in the middle of the tornado, right? So it's like, I just heard, nobody gonna break my style, nobody gonna slow me down, So it's like, you're just in this energy where you're like, dude, sure, bring on the ex with Mercury retrograde. Bring on this person who wants to like try and tear me down. It's not gonna work. I'm footloose and fancy free, and this feels like a new energy for you. It feels like you've just learned how to alchemize this chaos energy, and like you've finally just stepped into this like happy period of time, or this just like free energy. I'm seeing 16 too, so maybe when you were 16 you were like super free and you were like finding yourself, and like maybe you were just really fun and funny and like carefree, and it's like you have that carefree energy of the teenager within you right now. And also I feel like this person is gonna make you feel like a kid again. Like it's gonna feel really beautiful. The connection between the two of you is going to be really beautiful, but you're attracting this to you because you're holding this energy for yourself first. So it's like you're already in this energy of like I said, footloose and fancy free, and I just heard the song Footloose. But so it's like you're already in that energy, and because you're in that energy, it attracts this person towards you. And I see it's gonna happen fast. Like it's like I feel like before you know it, they're gonna be courting you, and they're not gonna be like, you're gonna know that this is the person that I'm talking about because they're going to immediately start making moves. So like you might meet them and they're like, yeah, no, I can't leave here without your phone number. Can I have your phone number, please? It's not going to be like, oh, I hope it works out. And then it's like, all right, when's our first date? When can I take you out? When can I see you again? It's not going to be like, you know, playing hard to get or trying that manipulative fuckboy stuff or fuckgirl stuff. Like, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be like, you're going to know this person's interested. You're going to know the person, one, like I said, because when you see them, and I just heard Dreamweaver, so maybe when you see them, you're like, whoa. Like, you see them from, like, across the room or something, like, or they see you dancing, like I said, because I feel like you can meet them somewhere dancing, possibly, or just, like, somewhere where you're being active. But it's like, they saw you, and it's like Wayne's World, when he's like, Dreamweaver. I'm gonna clip that in.
She's a babe! Swing! Yadi, 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 yadi.
She's a babe! Swing! But anyway, so it's like they see you from afar and they're like, dude, I gotta do something about that. And then it's also like, too, like, you know how like Wayne learns Cantonese, I believe, is what Cassandra speaks in Wayne's World. He like goes out of his way to learn Cantonese and like do all this stuff for her. And it's like, I feel like it's gonna be like that. Like the sweetness is just gonna be like amazing. And I just saw a picture of Krishna and Radha on my wall that I just bought, and it's like they're in heaven, right? Like they live in the heavens. Like it's gonna feel like heaven. It's gonna feel super sweet. And then I just heard Say Yes to Heaven by Lana Del Rey, and I feel like you haven't gotten princess treatment necessarily from the people that you've been with in your life. This is princess treatment. This is, oh my god, I want to date you. This is, let me prove to you I am worthy of being in a committed relationship. Let me prove to you I'm worthy of your time. And this person's also going to have money, money, money. Remember how I said that in the beginning? Because we got the King of Pentacles. So it's like, this person's actually in a position to date. There's nothing more annoying than a person pursuing you who's not even in the position to date. So they want to take you out on dates and stuff, but then they don't even have money to do it. Like, how insulting. And it's not going to be that energy with this person. This person is ready to date. They're in a position in their life where they're looking for someone to settle down with. They have resources, and they're going to show you how much they care about you through the resources that they provide to you, right? This is also the chivalry, like opening up the door for you, picking you up for the date, paying the check, you know, doing that kind of thing, showing you that they value you through their actions, and it does feel very gentleman-like, and it feels just like so dreamy. Like, I feel like I'm in a dream cloud right now, and it feels good. Honestly, it feels really good. And I just heard, it's a hard knock life for us, and I feel like you could have always had a hard time in love, and it's like, there's nothing difficult about this love that you're about to have. There, and of course, nobody's perfect. Like, you might have your disagreements, or there might be moments where you're like not in the best mood and you guys take it out on each other or whatever, but it's not gonna be like literally climbing a mountain, like clawing your way up the mountain just to make it work. It's like you're walking up the mountain, and every once in a while you have to take a break to get a drink of water, and that's normal, and that might be like a tiff or whatever, and then you go back to climbing the mountain together. You're not literally dragging yourself up a mountain while somebody's like hanging off of you, like sipping tea, and you're like dragging the both of you up. I feel like that's literally what I'm seeing. You being like, ah, and like somebody just hanging off of your waist and like sipping tea, like thinking they're God's gift and not doing anything to help. Now they're showing me it's like you guys going up together, and actually this person carrying the weight. And this might actually make some of you cry. I just saw somebody break down in my head where it's like you could have felt like your whole life you had to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. For some of you watching this, you were forced to grow up at a really young age, and so you had to carry the weight. For some of you too, you could come from a single parent household, so you ended up being a surrogate parent, or, you know, a household where your parents were unavailable, so you ended up, you know, parenting your siblings or kind of doing the household stuff like that. And it's like, finally, you're going to meet somebody who's going to, like, not make you be that, not make you be their mom, not make you be their housekeeper, not make you be their cook. It's like they actually give, it's like actual equal give and take, and you're not dragging you and others up the mountain anymore. You're like actually walking in tandem, and this is something you've never experienced. You've never experienced like an actual genuine partner, like somebody who picks up just as much slack as you do, and it's going to be really beautiful. You deserve it. Yeah, so we got the Lovers, and we've got the Empress, and to me this is saying it's your karma, like your good karma, because the Lovers card is karmic, and this doesn't feel like a twin flame situation. This feels like soulmate all the way. It feels light, it feels airy, it feels easy, it feels fun, it feels deep, it feels enjoyable. But with the Lovers here, it's like you're finally getting that good karma, and you're going to be in that Empress energy. Now, if you don't want a baby, make sure always practice safe sex. Always ask your partners before you're with them sexually if they are clean. Like, never feel ashamed or nervous to ask that. This is your body. Your body is a temple, and you deserve to know, you know, who you're hooking up with and what they got going on. So always ask that. Always practice safe sex. And if you don't want a child, make sure you're, you know, using condoms or birth control in some way, because we do have the Empress here. But I almost feel like this is like you're finally getting that Empress treatment, like how the Empress just sits down and everybody comes to her. It's like I said, you're not carrying the weight of the world anymore. You're getting to carry your feminine energy in a way that's so refreshing and loving, and you're getting the good karma that you've been wanting. Also, if you've been doing spells for love, whether you've been doing spells with me or spells outside of me and like with others, you're finally manifesting that. I feel like if you were doing love spells, you were kind of trying to make it work with the wrong person, the person who was sipping tea on their while you were carrying the weight of everything. And now it's like these spells are going to kick in hard and fast because you're not trying to make it work with the right person, right? Or you're not trying to make it work with the wrong person. You're trying to make it work with the right person. You're not literally trying to they're showing me an ocean and how the waves they crash down on you and push you back. And it's like, if you're just like not flowing with it, right? So it's like you're no longer trying to go against the current. I just heard that song. Home was always tired and uninspired, I think it's called. But it's like you're not going against the current. You're not getting slapped down on your ass every 5 seconds because you're trying to do something that's just not going to work. You're flowing with the waves, or you're diving into the wave head first and you're making it through to the other side. You're not trying to force anything that's just not working. And so it's like this spell work that you've been doing, or the inner work you've been doing, is about to hit so freaking hard. And someone's going to treat you like royalty. You've been needing princess treatment. You've been deserving princess treatment and you haven't been getting it. This person's about to give you some serious princess treatment. They might give you jewelry. That is like my dream, just so you know. If my future husband is watching this, it is my dream that my husband will say, put on something cute. We're going to go somewhere fun. And then they take me out to dinner or something, and then they take me to a jewelry shop and they say, you have $3,000 to spend, or you have $500 to spend, or like whatever, and then I get to pick out whatever I want. That's my dream. That's what I want. No man has ever given me jewelry except in, what grade was that? It's like 3rd or 4th grade. While I was away at band practice, one of the kids in my class gave me a gumball machine ring in my Valentine's bag, and then I was like, I like wanted it to be my crush, but you know, it's never your crush who does that, right? I feel like I'm having deja vu. I feel like I've talked about this on a different reading or a live or something, but then I gave him the ring back, so I didn't want him to get any weird ideas, and then he cried, and then I felt really guilty and bad, and then I got in trouble, actually, which is so crazy, because it's like, teacher, I'm not interested in him. Like, why are you blaming the girl for not being interested in the boy? It's like, is another way that society forces women to be polite in situations that they really shouldn't have to. Like, if you're asking me, it's more polite to say thank you, but no thank you, I'm not interested, than to like put myself in a situation that I feel uncomfortable in. Anyway, victim blaming. Anyway, moving on. But I remember he cried, and then he came back inside, and he had his tissue, and he was standing over the garbage and over the recycling, and over the garbage and over the recycling. And my mom was a germaphobe, so I grew up as quite a germaphobe. Now I'm like, give it to me. I want the immune system. And I'm thinking, if this guy recycles that tissue, and he did. He recycled the tissue, and I was like, oh, hell no, no, no.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no.
I was like, I made the right decision. Who's out here recycling tissues with your snot in them? It's one thing if they're not dirty, but with your snot, throw it away, boy. Throw it away. Anyway, I just heard that song, give it away, give it away, give it away now. That was like such a crazy tangent. Let's get maybe like one more. Did you hear that? Or was that in my head? That was a beep. That was weird. Is that like a hidden camera in here? Just kidding. Okay, so Temperance, the 5 of Wands, and the 3 of Pentacles. You're not going to have to fight for this person's energy or time. This person's going to willingly want to give you their energy and time. They're going to build a strong foundation. You actually might even have multiple people that are trying to build a strong foundation with you here with the 3 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, and the Temperance card. So it's like, you're going to feel peace. You're not going to feel like, right? Like climbing a mountain. You're not going to feel like you're constantly trying to climb, get the attention or whatever. You're going to feel peace, you're going to feel the strong foundation, and you're going to feel comfortable in love for like the first time, maybe ever. Yeah, so let's get some of these cards for advice. Warmly receptive and friendly skies. So your spirits have put this together for you as a reward. And like I said, if you've been doing spell work and it hasn't been working, it's about to hit like tenfold. It's about to hit really hard. Also, do you like my new bear? I love my new bear. It's very like nice for my inner child. My inner child loves this bear, especially the pink eyeballs. It loves it. And warmly receptive, right? Because we have the Empress. So it's like you just sit, asking ye shall receive. You just sit on your throne and everything else falls into place. And this person's really going to get you in your feminine energy, and it's going to feel lovely. It's going to feel very refreshing. Okay. So your advice as well is pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle and you're already doing it. Stop overthinking it. Keep facing your true north. So you're shifting right now. Spirit's saying go easy on yourself. You're already in the energy you need to be in. I just heard you're like 4 weeks ahead of time. So maybe you even made some decisions. Like how I was saying, you alchemized the chaos. You had 4 more weeks to get yourself to that point. So you just get to relax for these next couple weeks because like you're ahead of schedule essentially because you're kind of busting out these like spiritual lessons faster than they even planned for you to. It feels like you're on an accelerated timeline, especially with the Chariot card here as well, and that's why this King of Pentacles is going to match your energy because you're both in just this energy of like ready to move forward, like stable foundations within yourself so then you can create them with others. So don't think too much about it, and also like you're already doing it. Like Spirit is helping you a lot here with the friendly skies, so don't worry about it too much. Just keep facing your true north, keep doing your thing, and don't overthink it with this person. Like don't think like, oh, like, why do they want to buy me dinner? They must have an ulterior motive. No, you'll know. If they have an ulterior motive, your spirits will tell you. You have to just trust that this person is like, if it feels right and it feels good, trust that. Don't create problems where there aren't problems. And then pillar of light, your vibration is rising. So it's like it said in the beginning, you got in this footloose and fancy free energy here with the Page of Wands. You're in this happy energy. You're in this super high vibration, and your vibration is continuing to rise, which is why you attracted the situation to you in the first place, because you're just in a higher frequency that attracted this higher frequency relationship to you. And I feel like I said, you stopped trying to drag that little tea drinker with their pinky out up the mountain. It's just such a funny image, but it's true. All right, so what are the sexual fantasies of this person? What are the sexual fantasies? You're so beautiful. It's actually really intimidating. So going back to the Wayne's World scene, right? Like, you're so beautiful. It's actually really intimidating. So maybe you, like, the first time you see this person, you guys don't have the nerve to talk to each other. But then you see each other again, and that's when they're like, dude, I can't leave here without your number because I couldn't stop thinking about you after that first time I saw you. You know what I mean? There's no playing games. There's no crawling back to like begging for attention, begging, can you put down your glass of tea and help me because I'm literally clawing my way up a mountain. Like there's none of that. It's none of that. It's reciprocal. Sure, I will lick your toes. I'll try anything once. So this person's going to be very cognizant about what you want, what you like, what you want. They want you to feel pleasure. Also, they could be into feet, but if you like that, they're like, dude, yeah, I'll try it. You're hot as fuck. Or if neither of you are into that, they're just saying like, yeah, I'll try things with you because I want to make you feel good. I want you to feel good about our interactions. I want you to feel pleasure. Like this is the person that wants to make sure that like you come. They're not completely focused on like their sexual wants or what they would do to you or like how they're going to make themselves feel gratified. They want to make you feel that way. Princess treatment, right? We have spit in my mouth. So they're freaky. They're freaky. They want you to spit in their mouth. My nose itches. My nose itches. So actually, I'm getting a little side message. Somebody who didn't like that in the past, like maybe you said, oh, it doesn't have to be that. It can be something you said, can we try this? And they were like, ew, no, I'm not interested in that. Gross. They might come back this Mercury retrograde. So like, I feel like I've been there when I'm not even that crazy, like, yet, just kidding, but I'm not even that freaky, and, like, I would ask for something normal, and sometimes there was someone that's so prude and immature that they don't even know how to nicely say no, and so I'm sure I'm not the only woman who's experienced that, or man, I'm sure I'm not the only person who's experienced that, so it's like, maybe someone in the past shamed you for some of your sexual interests, and it's like, this person, you can feel safe, they're not going to shame you, in fact, they'll try it, you know? Sure, I'll try anything once, they said, right? It's going to be very safe. It's going to be very safe. We have, I need to be inside you, it heals me. So it's going to be very healing. You might even try tantra with this person, or you might make love to this person, or they might make love to you. It's going to be a very beautiful healing experience. We have you up. So, and then we have I can't get enough of you, which came out right after, and touch yourself. So actually you might be having some phone sex or like, FaceTime sex, but also it could be like you hang out and then they bring you home and then they text you like right after they brought you home and they're like, I can't get enough of you. Can we like play a little bit like on the phone? This person is just gonna, I feel like pinky out person made you feel really unwanted, and this person's gonna make you feel really wanted. Then we have you make me nervous, you're too pretty. So this person is definitely taken by you, they're captivated by you. And I just heard that song by Cardi B, Be Careful With Me. They're gonna be careful with you because they recognize your value and they don't want to lose you. Whereas in the past, I just heard you were with a lot of losers, no offense, but the losers didn't care. I just heard that song by Tom Petty, Even the Losers Get Lucky Sometimes. And it's like, and then I just saw that meme that's making its rounds that's like, it's not like you to have an unnatural alliance to losers. It's like that. It's like, you're done with it. You're done with it. I'll see if I can insert that too.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
One last thing. Moan in my mouth. It's gonna be sensual. Yep, I want to lay you down and fuck you right with love. You mean the world to me. Let me show you with my dick or whatever the heck else they might have. Their penis. Ask me about my wiener. Or their vagina. Their vagina. All right, let's get you some advice. I'm having fun, guys. This is a fun reading. Okay, so it's this deck, the Erotic Oracle. Let's see. Okay, so I'm not going to read both, but we have the Naked Self, number 23, and then I'm going to read the one that was on top. Like a flower in spring. So I feel like things might really solidify with this in spring. In my part of the world, spring is coming. If you're watching this in real time, spring is coming right around the corner. So that's number 5. Let's see. Number 5. Mambo number 5. Down. Just kidding. Am I annoying? Be honest. Just kidding. Please don't tell me. I don't want to hear it. It'll make me sad. Okay. Venus in Taurus. I am not a gem, I am a flower. This is my time, the time to greet the sky and the wind, to be beautiful. I am a flower. I am all flowers in all colors. Everyone has the right to be beautiful. Everyone will find someone to love them. Love is a gift from the universe. Awaiting the gift may require patience, but when it comes like the spring, that beauty will blossom. It should not be exploited or debased. It should be worshipped, nurtured, and made into a seed of strength and happiness. A beautiful flower is not there for you to pick. Its beauty does not exist for you alone and does not belong to you. It is not about you at all, and yet the impersonal beauty of spring can bring you joy. So that is like right on point with everything I was saying. That is so awesome. All right, group 2, like if you liked it, comment if you got something to say, subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll see you another time. All right, bye guys. Hi, group 3. This is for those of you who chose the cake purse. Woo! Yeah! Cake purse! Whoa! All right. I've already said a prayer. I've already set my intention, so let's get right into it. So, Spirit, what do you want to tell group 3? What's coming in love? Ew, a hair. Sorry. What's coming in love for group 3? What's coming in love? What's coming in love? The end of a cycle, baby. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, my head just hurt. Perhaps love has been a bit of a headache for you recently, or you've gone through a situation that was like really taking up a lot of space in your head. It even could have made you sick. So like if you were like overthinking and then it made yourself sick, or you were crying so much that then you got like a sinus infection or something, this situation really could have hurt your head in a lot of different ways. It could have stolen your intuition too. You could have been really confused and like it was like really messing with your mind. But you're ending that cycle now. Yeah, you're about to be so free, and you've been waiting for this for a long time. So I feel like you've been waiting to free yourself from a certain cycle in love. So I feel as though you've been wanting balance, you've been wanting to be in a committed relationship, or if you've been in a committed relationship but it wasn't healthy, you've been wanting balance within that relationship, and I feel you're about to get that. So it's like what you've been waiting for a very long time is finally manifesting because you're ending a cycle. So you could be like me, because I know that my sign, like I'm a Cancer, but there was several other signs too where like Pluto was in something for us. And it's like we were going through these karmic cycles and Pluto finally moved to Aquarius. So now we're like out of those karmic cycles and we're like wrapping up literally like an 8 to 10 year cycle that we've been stuck in of like painful karma and trauma and all that stuff, which makes so much sense to me. But it's like you're finally ending that cycle. And even if you don't have that zodiac, I just heard you finally learned your lesson. So there was someone or something or some situation that made you finally learn your lesson and be like, yeah, no, I'm done with this. I'm done with being treated like that. I'm done with whatever. You were just done with the way things were because the way things were not working for you. So it's like you're about to step into a cycle that works for you. And you're not going to be worked by the cycle, right? So it's not like you're going to be worked by the person that you end up with or worked by the situations that you're in. You're working the situations and you're making them work for you. And I just heard less work. Sorry, it's like word salad right now. It's less work because I guess it's more of like poetry, they're saying. I just heard a dragon say that. So you could have a lot of dragon energy around you right now. You could work really closely with the energy of dragons, but dragons like to give riddles or like metaphors or speak kind of twisted, like to make you kind of figure it out because they like to do that. So it's like they're saying it's actually going to be less work. So you've been working on yourself to make things work, which is going to be less work for you. Okay, so more relaxation, more temperance, more sitting on your throne and enjoying that energy. Also, someone's going to come in and want to sweep you off your feet. You're going to have a new beginning, and it's going to be a strong, stable one here because you're showing up not only as the Queen of Pentacles, but we also have the Knight of Pentacles here. So I feel like you've been waiting a really long time to be in a stable, safe, romantic, energetic setting, and that setting is finally coming to you because you found it within yourself through ending this cycle. There is a new beginning. I'm sorry, I have to burp. Excuse me. Back to the good old days when I used to burp on camera all the time. You saw it here first! Just kidding. Anyway. Sorry. The Fool. So it's like you have this new beginning and you're like really stable in that beginning because see, she's like leaning over the edge, but she's maintaining control through holding on here. She's maintaining her grounding, but she's opening up this portal for a new beginning. Plus the fact that you're coming up with there's a lot of pentacles here. The Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. It's like this is a strong, stable foundation. You're never going back. You're never going back to the way things were. I just saw, this is really random, but I just saw Angelica from the Rugrats movie when she's looking for Cynthia. And she's like, one way or another, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you. To get you, Cynthia. Oh, Cynthia, I need to see you. I need to see you. And I feel like maybe you've been feeling like my person's out there somewhere, but where are they? It's like they have those same feelings about you. So I'll share something personal with you. There was like a day when I was just like feeling really sad that I didn't have a partner because I was just kind of like going through something, or it was either that or I was like with someone that was not fulfilling those needs, or we were on a break or whatever. And I was texting my mom. My mom was like, listen, I think that your person, like your forever person, is just as lonely as you right now, whether they're in a relationship with someone else or they're single or whatever. I think they're probably feeling just as unseen and lonely as you are. So just know that like they're out there and they want to connect with you just as much as you want to connect with them. So I feel like it's like you've been putting out that call for your forever person, and it's like you're finally going to have that strong, stable foundation because you truly are ending a cycle and you're not looking back. It's like you're finally ending it. And then I feel like the Angelica piece that I saw in my head was like, it's like them looking for you, right? It's like they're like not giving up until they find you. I'll see if I can clip that in. Okay, let's get some more cards. So what else can you tell us is next in love? Okay. We have the Sun. Nice. The Sun, the Five of Wands, the Lovers, and the Knight of Wands. So, okay. So I feel like you're finally getting your good karma here with the Lovers, and I feel like you've been wanting passion. So maybe you've been dating and you haven't really felt much for like the people that you've been dating, or like there was one person that you felt a strong magnetic connection to that you thought was your twin or that is your twin, and it's like Spirit saying that you can have meaningful relationships outside of that, especially if your twin is not treating you properly or treating you well, and you don't have to just settle for, you know, poor treatment but great sexual chemistry. Like you can be treated well and also have great sexual chemistry with someone, because we do have, with the Lovers, we have the King of Wands. So I feel like whatever was keeping you in a twin relationship or in a relationship that wasn't necessarily good for you, the cycle that you're ending, it's like you're able to see that you can end that cycle and still have passion, or you can end that cycle and still have like an amazing friendship with someone. Like there was something about the old cycle or the old person that you're leaving that made you feel like you'd never find it elsewhere, and you're real, which Spirit just said that's a really good thing for them to have you thinking, right? Like, especially if you're with someone who's toxic, like it's great for them to think that you won't find sexual chemistry elsewhere. It's great for them to have you think that you won't find the love that they give you elsewhere, because then you won't leave when they're not showing up appropriately or properly, right? So it's like here with the Lovers and the King of Wands, it's like you're gonna find what you were looking for. I just heard that U2 song, I still haven't found what I'm looking for, and it's because they're looking for you and you're looking for them, which is why you haven't found what you're looking for yet, but it's coming in finally now that you're ending the cycle, because you're truly ending it. I feel like in the past you thought you were ending it and you didn't. You were staying in that energy, or you were staying accepting less than what you're worth or whatever. And now it's like you're finding that there's a lot of sexual chemistry and passion here with the King of Wands. And then we also have like the Three of Pentacles. Excuse me, the throat chakra is definitely going to be opening. You're going to be more honest. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Sun. And it's like, I feel like I was saying, you've been searching and reaching and trying to reach this, like find this passion, trying to find your counterpart, trying to find your match, your equal, the person that you're meant to be with. And it's like, you're not going to have to work so hard and climb so hard anymore. You're going to find it, and you're almost there. Like you're almost there. And what's meant for you as well, this card is telling you, what's meant for you can't miss you. So like, if you're supposed to get this, you're gonna get it, right? And you are on your way to getting it, because you're finally, like I said, ending a cycle. And also, whoever you build with and whoever puts you in this position of being the Queen of Pentacles and brings you the balance and temperance is not gonna make you fight for their love and attention. So maybe in the past, like you had somebody pit you up against other women, or they just, you know, didn't have the time for you, or didn't, you know, they just weren't showing up properly, and you had to fight for their attention, or you had to fight for a conversation, or you had to fight for like to date them or whatever. And it's like Spirit's saying, nah, like that's over, that's done. You're never gonna have to fight like that again. Like that's doesn't serve you. And we're not, once you've moved on and opened your heart in other directions, like the foundations are going to be so much more solid, and you're going to feel so much more happiness and joy, especially here with the Sun card. Like your heart is going to crack open, you're going to have so much fun, and it's going to feel really good. And it's good, it's actually a gift from God. Like it's a gift from the universe, from source, like however you perceive God, this is a gift from God, and it's about to open up your heart, open up your mind, and it's going to be a really beautiful change. And we have the Ten of Wands at the bottom, which is telling me like you're almost there. Just keep pushing forward because you're almost there. Okay, what is the other cards? Oh yeah, my nose is itching though, which Mercury retrograde is coming right up. Somebody's coming back. I don't know who, but someone's gonna come back and maybe try some funny business. So let's see. Crazy Mystique. So this is all about being different than others, maybe showing up differently than others, and a date with destiny, and power up. Okay, so it might feel like things aren't really going anywhere right now, or it feels like, you know, you're not like seeing a lot of progress and where you want to be, or maybe you're super freaking tired. I am like the most tired girl on the planet recently, not to brag, just kidding, but really, I've been really tired. So if you've been really tired, I saw 11/11, just know that you're just processing because you ended a big cycle and now you're processing that into like your body, mind, and soul. So right now you're not supposed to really see what's going on. You're supposed to just be resting, and also don't feel bad about not reaching certain milestones. So like I'm 31 and some days I feel bad that I'm not like married with kids yet, and it's okay. I know that that's not necessarily a rational thing to think, but it is what I think sometimes. And so it's like I have to remind myself like that's not my path, like this is my path. And that's what Spirit's reminding you here, like your path might look different from other people's paths, but you have to trust that it's your destiny, and you have to trust that everything is in perfect alignment, and like trust that the universe is like placing everything exactly as it's supposed to. And so even though your path might look a little different than others, it's meant to be this way. And right now you're just supposed to rest and refuel and really just take care of yourself. And I was saying about the headache and everything, just make sure that you're getting enough sleep so that you don't get sick. Make sure you're getting enough rest so you don't get sick. Don't wear yourself out, essentially, is what Spirit is saying. I saw 1222. A lot of angel numbers in this reading. More advice, please, for group 3. Dance. So we have dance. Do something to shift your vibration. So Spirit wants you to get moving. They want you to get out and dance. They want you to move your body and do something creative and something artistic to shift your vibration and shift your energy. And then Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations and divine plan. So I feel like you could have a grandmother ancestor who's kind of leading you to better relationships, better connections. I also just feel like you have a lot of helpers, like a lot of energetic and spiritual helpers, a lot of guides that are with you. But also you could meet somebody while you're like doing something active. So maybe you're like at the park and you're like doing yoga, or you're taking a walk, and it's like you meet someone while you're there. Maybe you're out at dancing at a club. You might also want to watch group 2 because group 2 had dance in it as well. Not this card, but it was talking about dancing. So maybe you're out dancing and it's like you meet them, but they're reminding me of the 5 of Wands card, that what's meant for you can't miss you, and just know that like your spirits are laying all of this together. And then also with the date with destiny card, it's like your spirits are laying it all together. You can't do it wrong, you can't miss it. Like, so just trust that it's like all working out exactly as it's meant to. You don't have to rush, you don't have to worry. It's just working out exactly as it's supposed to. All right, let's get some sexual fantasies. Can't stop thinking about those boobies. They're thinking about those boobs. I want to lay you down and fuck you right with love. You mean the world to me. Let me show you with my dick. It doesn't have to be a dick. This has come out for all 3 groups. And I have to say, guys, I'm proud of us because our standards are raising and people want to make love to us. That's great. Okay, I mean it. I didn't mean to sound like I was joking. I actually mean that. I'm proud of us. Okay, moan in my mouth. So it's gonna be intimate. It's gonna be an intimate connection, an intimate sexual connection. It's not gonna be just to like get some. Oh, I just heard that song Hands Down by Dashboard Confessional, and it's like, hey, did you get some? Man, that is so dumb. And then it's like, stay quiet, stay close, stay so we can get some. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be love. It's gonna be love. I just heard wedding bells. Love. Fuck me. But you're also gonna fuck. Like, it's gonna be both. It's gonna be hot, but it's also gonna be loving. What else? Tell me anything. Honestly, talk to me, baby. I feel like you might talk to this person into the late hours of the night. Like, all of a sudden you realize you've been on the phone for like 4 hours, or like you're hanging out. And I just heard I Don't Want This Night to End by Luke Bryan. It's like, you don't want the night to end. You could spend all night together. You could talk on the phone for hours. You could hang out forever. Like, and then we have, tell me I got a big dick. Tell me how much you love me inside you. It's like, they're going to want to chat while you're having sex. Like, they're gonna want to hear your voice, hear you talk, dirty talk, all that good stuff. I just heard you're my baby. So they're gonna be you're gonna be their baby. We have, do you like butt stuff? So they're wanting to know that. And then we have, let me tie you up. So actually this person might be pretty freaky, trying to tie you up and do stuff to your butt. And we have, I need to be inside you, it heals me. They could also want to tie you down too with the let me tie you up. They could like want to tie you down, make you theirs. Bite me, I like it rough. And clap that ass on my dick. They're definitely like your butt. And then we have play with my cum. All right, now I'm gonna pick a card from this deck, the erotic mantra deck. Okay, what advice do you have for group 3, please? What advice does a stick have for group 3? Ooh, it's pretty. Creating a new self. Wow, beautiful. After ending that cycle. Wow, number 25. Let's see. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. I can't find it. Where are you, number 25? Okay. I was once the person in front of the mirror, and I will be the person in the mirror. I will shed my shadow like a used skin, and I will surge it into a light of my own making. If there is an inner self, it means there must also be an outer self, as there are times and situations when one needs to shed the masks and the clothes. There are times to wear them anew. Not the old masks, perhaps, but masks of new purpose and greater will. Masks of power, masks of choice, masks of resourceful independence, masks of beauty. The appearance leads the way, and the substance follows. Like a gesture can show intent, and a decision can open a road. Closing that cycle opened a road. If you want to be what you are, the transformation acts from inner to outer. But if you want to change, the transformation must act from outer to inner. Wow, and also, if you watched that live after I squared up with a raccoon, I didn't actually square up with him, but I was saying, don't you get out of that tree, because I saw a daytime raccoon and he was looking at me. Cornica just came over. You say hi, Corn? Say hi. I was like, don't you get out of that tree, and then I ran away and I fell down the hill like Chris Farley. Literally me. I'll clip that in there because it's pretty fucking funny.
Thank you, little roots. Please stay strong. What in the hell was that all about?
But yeah, the raccoon anyway was like talking about masks and like the spiritual concepts and understanding of masks. So you might want to look up raccoon as your totem animal. But that is all I have for you, group 3. Like if you liked it, comment if you got something to say, subscribe if you feel like it, and I will hopefully see you another time. I'm just going to say thank you. Thank you to my guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Yeshua, Baal, Ra, and God Source for allowing me to be the channel through which these messages flow. We thank you for the truth, we thank you for the advice. Amora, Ashe Namaste, by the power of 3, so mote it be, always works, always a blessing. Alright, me and Corin say bye-bye, and that we love you, and we hope to see you again soon. Alright, bye guys. And I will see you another time. Okay, bye guys. Bye.